What's up, guys? It's your girl Brownie, and I'm back with another video. And today, I'm gonna be doing cake pops. I did this massive cake as well that I'll show you guys in a few minutes, but I'm just gonna keep you up to speed at what process I'm at with these cake pops. Basically, I asked my Facebook, which add me on Facebook, Brianna Smith, or on Instagram, Treat Dealer. Snapchat, Treat Dealer 23, and my accessory page, Be Lavish the Company, underscore between each word. So I asked Facebook what was their favorite either muffin or cupcake flavor. So what I got was about maybe like 30 something responses. I'm still getting comment notifications. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. I had to bring my son to school, so it's really early when I'm doing this video, but because I'm going to be doing this to sell, none of this stuff is just stuff that was an order. When I do stuff to sell, I try to get the people's opinion and just kind of see what they want, and then kind of put my own spin on it, and that's where I'm at. So a lot of people said that their favorite muffin was like blueberry, which I was really excited about, which you'll understand what's, you can't really see that. I should have brought my my cake. It doesn't even matter anyway. So a lot of people said blueberry. Automatically caught my attention. Let me, I have to rewind real quick. Basically, I wanted to kind of have fun with a treat that I don't normally have fun with. Cake pops are like my #1 pet peeve. Especially when it's like a baby shower or anything and it's like massive amounts of them. I can't stand it. But recently I was kind of like thinking like, ooh, like I do crazy cupcakes, but I haven't done a crazy cake pop, and that's kind of dope. I mean, I know it's probably been done, but like in where I'm at, I haven't seen anything like that. So I wanted to do crazy combinations of like pies, cookies, muffins, cupcakes, the whole 9 yards. I wanted to do that and kind of just play with my imagination on what I could come up with. So I was like, let me stick to muffins and cupcakes for the deliberation. So I wanted to get stuff that caught my attention, and that's how I did it. A lot of people had a lot of different answers. A lot of them were like the same. They felt the same way about a cupcake or a muffin. But blueberry was very high. Banana nut was very high. And coffee cake. So I already had planned to do a blueberry muffin inspired cake pop. I didn't show the process, obviously. I'm only showing you, basically you're gonna be here for my conversation and see the process of me just rolling the balls together. I have 3 different flavors. Let me rewind again, I'm all over the place. That's the whole point. Boom, I was trying to make it connect. So I did a cake pop. Me and my cousin, we were talking. Basically, she just wanted something to do to make extra money. She lives in Florida. She's a mom. She's just gotten back to being a mom and work, so that's kind of like a whole different spiel. Like, you think it's hard until you have to go back to work and then juggle that. It's crazy. So basically I told her, I was like, why don't you try cake pops? I was like, I'll try out a couple of different flavors. I'll get like, different recipes kind of going, and I can teach you how to do them. So I've been having fun, and the first one that she said that I should do was a peanut butter and jelly inspired cake pop. I did only 12. I sold most of them. most of them, honestly. People that got it got like 2 or 3 at a time. So enough people were down with it and liked it. So I was just like, okay, that's cool. So what is next? So that's where I got to the like, ooh, muffins and cupcake flavors. Let's see what we can do. I wasn't gonna just pick a strawberry, but I did want to know people's favorites, so I can maybe fuse them together. A fusion. Have a fusion of 2 flavors, or either I really liked what they commented on. One thing that caught my attention that didn't get picked just because I didn't know how I was gonna. Ooh, wow. Dang, Brie. Was a banana and strawberry, and this was a cupcake. They said strawberry cupcake with banana frosting. I would have did the banana cake, and then I had chocolate that was pink, but it was also flavored strawberry, and I think that would have been really dope. I wasn't thinking. What caught my attention again was the blueberry muffin, which I was super excited to tackle. I wanted to do coffee cake, but I didn't have all the necessary stuff to do the crumbs. So I made a fusion of banana. I made a fusion between banana nut and coffee cake. So it's a banana nut coffee cake pop. So what I did was I made a recipe. What I will tell you is, because this is a very critical part. This is a very critical part in it looking muffin-like. I know I should have put the dry ingredients and the blueberries and mixed them together first, but I had already added the wet, so they went to the bottom, most of the blueberries, which is not a bad thing to me because the cake is gonna be crumbled up anyway. But very critical that when you put the batter in and all of that good stuff, you cover the top with blueberries as well, and you're going to use sugar. Now, because the sugar's right here, I'm gonna show you. This is Morena. I think I'm saying it right. Morena pure cane sugar. Basically any thick sugar. I'm just gonna show you guys. Granulated sugar is a little bit more finer. This is definitely a thicker consistency, and this is what basically is used. I'm not gonna say this brand exactly, but this is basically what's used to get that crust and sugar topping on the actual muffin. So I had to do that process about every time I checked it. I had to put the sugar up there because I wanted that crust, and it literally like crisps up just like a muffin. When I took it out, it looked like the top of a blueberry muffin, minus the fact that they sell it to the bottom because I didn't do it properly. Like I said, I would have did the same thing for a cake though. Like when I tasted this cake, and I haven't even gotten to the banana nut coffee cake, we on the blueberry right now. When I got to this daggone cake and I ate it, I was like, wow, if somebody wanted a blueberry muffin inspired cake, this would be it. This was definitely good. A few things, I don't want to touch it because then I'm gonna have to start rolling. A few things that I loved about the cake when I started crumbling it is that it made it naturally blue. In my head, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna add a little bit of blue frosting so that they can really see that it's a blueberry muffin cake pop. I didn't even have to do that because the natural blue is in it. So I'm hoping, right here. So it's definitely blue. And then this is the banana nut coffee cake, and I had the peanut butter and jelly. I already had that, some left over, so I was like, okay, great. So now I have 3 flavors: peanut butter and jelly, banana nut coffee cake, and the blueberry muffin. I'm super excited. Now let me get to this cake. I love watching Facebook videos. They're really dope. when you see the Facebook video of the either the cooking or the baking, they give me great ideas to just be a little bit more outside the box. And these people, you can tell that they mastered capturing people's attention, because this right here was the second thing I seen on the Facebook food, or I think it's like Cookist or something like that. I don't know, but Cookist. I think that I'm pretty sure that's what I seen. But what they ended up doing, the first thing that I did, which I opted not to do, was I've always known them as slutty brownies. You know, they got the brownie, the Oreo, and the chocolate chip cookie. They upped it by putting a cheesecake layer. So it was like brownie, cheesecake covered with Oreos, and then like the chocolate chip. And then when they cut it, it was like massive. It was like this big of a slice of cake. I was like, whoa, that's awesome. But I didn't have all the stuff, so I kind of like, when I see different recipes and I have some of the similar stuff, so then I know I can do a version of it. So the second video I end up seeing is a triple decker cake, and this cake had also a cheesecake layer, a brownie layer, and a red velvet cake layer. This also was a massive cake that I made a little bit smaller, but I don't feel like it was much smaller after I ended up stacking it. The cake is probably about this high. I want to do on Facebook, I love getting my Facebook friends and my Instagram friends and Snapchat involved with certain things that I do. So I'm going to definitely post the cake and ask them to basically guess what are the 3 layers of the cake. That's how I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say there's 3 layers. You have to guess whether it's cake. You have to guess whether it's a cookie. You're giving them too many clues. I don't want to give them too many clues. I want it to be fun. So I'm going to do that probably around 10 o'clock. Give people a couple hours to wake up. And I'm gonna see who can guess the cake. If somebody can guess all 3 layers of this cake correctly, they will get a piece. The reason why I want them to get a piece is so I can cut it. Okay. So I want to definitely show you guys that the peanut butter cake pops, the peanut butter and jelly cake pops, I dipped them in white chocolate to remind you of the whole milk situation, or even like the fluff sometimes people put into their peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. But also I topped it with a strawberry, a fresh strawberry. So I thought that was really cool. I've never seen anybody do that. So that's just going to be how I decorate it again. Also, another way, if you didn't like strawberry jam, you can also dip the jelly in general. You can also dip the peanut butter cake pop into chocolate and cut up Reese's. I did that with a chocolate covered strawberry. The person wanted toppings of Kit Kats and Reese's, so I diced it really fine and I sprinkled them, but I also left them with an actual piece of the candy bar. So I would do the same thing with this cake pop. Now with the blueberry muffin inspired cake pop, I am kind of on a whim. I know I want to dip it white, and I know I want to place a blueberry up there, but I also have some cheesecake slices that were sold individually, and I kind of want to put just a little square next to the blueberry, and I just think that it would just make it a little bit more fancy. The banana nut, I wanted to do a fusion, just put like a little bit of coffee inside the chocolate to make it thin, and do cut up the walnuts to make it banana nut coffee cake. So without further ado, I'm gonna get this cake. I'm gonna actually get my cake stand, show you the cake, and I didn't even need to like show you how to roll the balls, but you know what, let's just start one off, because this is my first time. I think I might have put too much frosting for the blueberry. You have to understand, this is a trial run, so I'm gonna find things that I feel like I can tweak or I should have tweaked. So just so you can see the color, that's like That's blue. That's blue. That's so freaking cool. I would add less frosting next time, definitely, because it's already moist because of the blueberries and the wetness of that. So I didn't really need to add too much frosting, but I wasn't thinking. I just woke up in the morning brain. So without further ado, for the second time, let me get this cake and show y'all. Get that cake. All right. Where is the front? All right. Here. So I'll bring it closer. This cake is massive. I did it semi-naked. So cool. I did a semi-naked cake only because I wanted to make sure I had enough frosting for the cake pops, and I ended up using a little bit too much with this batter, but I did it perfectly with the banana nut. You win some, you lose some. Like I said, I'm super excited to open this up. The top layer is red velvet, the second layer is the brownie, and the third layer is the actual cheesecake. I should have did the video of how I stack them and stuff, but the fact that I have to sell this stuff today, I needed, or I wanted most of my work to be already done, so it was just kind of stuff that I had to throw together. The cake pops, I literally have to roll into balls, and that's it, and dip them. So I just wanted to pick easy stuff, guys, and I'm sorry I didn't show this process. I will definitely do another one. The reason why I decorated it also is because I did not have any more white frosting or chocolate. So this is why I ended up doing a cake decorated like this, because I didn't want people to just guess right off the bat. Now, it might be a little forward, like red velvet. It might be, and then the chocolate. But I wanted to kind of psych them out and give them an opportunity to just say what they felt it was. So I will definitely give you guys a review on how it went, and all the details of what are some of the crazy things people thought it was. And you guys will see that in the next video. My next food video is going to be chipotle rice and empanadillas, and I'm really excited, so just tune in.